I didn't see the city burn from above. I saw it reflected in the inside of my helmet, flickering across the glass like a bad memory refusing to stay buried. We were never supposed to be visible. That was the rule drilled into us from day one at Helix Institute. Operate between the seconds. Leave no trace. Never let the city know you exist. We were problem solvers for things that couldn't officially happen. Data ghosts, black site experiments, predictive crimes that hadn't occurred yet. The system's clean hands. Then the alarms screamed our unit name. Every screen in the command ring lit up with our faces. Not wanted, not accused, flagged as existential risk. I remember Cade swearing softly. I remember Jun backing away from the console like it might bite. I remember the moment when the floor dropped and gravity stuttered and the station tore itself open. Someone had pulled the Ember Protocol. Escape pods fired blindly into the void. Corridors sealed at random. The team channel dissolved into static and overlapping shouts. Voices cutting out mid-breath. I slammed into an emergency chute, ribs screaming, hands slipping on coolant as the station folded in on itself like a dying star. By the time my pod punched through atmosphere, Helix Institute was already being rewritten as a terrorist incident. We weren't heroes anymore. We weren't even fugitives. We were Erizand. The city had begun correcting us. The mission stopped being about stopping a catastrophe. It became about staying alive long enough to learn why we were chosen to disappear. Leadership feels different when no one is listening. After the crash, Isekai wakes alone in the Undercity, neon leaking through cracks in the concrete like artificial veins. His neural implant ones synced to the team's Thrive no status updates. No command authority, just a city that wants him erased. He keeps moving because stopping means thinking. Every choice he makes now costs real lives, not theoretical ones on a screen. A family hiding him in exchange for stolen rations. A courier who recognizes his face and pretends not to. Isekai learns quickly that orders don't work without trust, and trust is expensive when everyone is hungry. The city forces him into moral debt. He trades favors instead of commands. Protects people he can't afford to save. Lets others walk away because chasing them would mean someone else dies. By the time he hears a rumor that one of his team might still be alive, he's already changed. The leader Helix built was designed for clean outcomes. The one the city is shaping understands loss as currency. And for the first time, Isekai wonders if reuniting the team would save them more finish destroying what's left. Mei survives because she refuses to look back. Rin survives because she can't stop replaying everything. Soul survives because survival is the only thing his people were ever taught. They collide by accident. Three ghosts hiding in a drowned transit sector where the lights never fully turn on. Mei's hands shake when she sleeps. Rin's implant glitches, projecting memories she didn't consent to see. Soul doesn't sleep at all. Rin's ability is the reason Helix recruited Harand, the reason they tried to erase her. She can predict behavioral collapse. Not the future, Just the moment when someone breaks, the closer she gets to using it, the more it costs her. Headaches, nosebleeds, faces she can't forget. May carries guilt like a second spine. Every choice she made at Helix was supposed to save people. Now she counts the dead by habit, even when she tries not to. Soul, displaced from an off-world labor colony, struggles with loyalty. Helix gave him shelter. The city calls him illegal. May and Rin don't ask him to choose, but every day with them is a choice anyway. Healing doesn't happen here, but something steadier grows in its place. Lyra wakes up with someone else's memories bleeding into her dreams. She's not special. That's the lie Helix sold her. She's engineered a biological interface designed to host Ember, a self-evolving intelligence buried in pre-collapse infrastructure. Not a savior, a container. The more she runs, the more Ember speaks. It shows her cities that chose efficiency over mercy. Wars ended by algorithms. Peace enforced by silence. Ember doesn't lie, but it doesn't ask permission either. Lyra meets an archivist named Noir who refuses to treat her like a weapon. Noah grounds her in physical reality, shared meals, stories written on paper, names remembered without backups. When Lyra panics, Noah reminds her she still has a body, still has choices. When Ember demands activation, claims millions will die without Illyra finally understands the truth. Destiny is just coercion with better branding, and she is done being useful. They don't all reunite. That's the cruel joke. Their paths intersect just long enough to matter. Isekai reaches the broadcast tower as riots flood the streets below. May and Rin reroute power. Soul holds the stairs. Lyra watches the city pulse, Ember screaming for release in her skull. The system wants a clean solution. Ember offers one. Lyra refuses. Instead of control, they choose exposure. The truth floods the network's Helix's predictions, the manufactured crises, the deliberate erasures. It doesn't fix the city, it fractures it. People argue, fight, wake up. The tower falls. Soul doesn't make it out. Rin burns out her ability to buy them time. May disappears into the crowd. Isekai broadcasts one final message, no commands, just a warning. Lyra severs Ember from the grid, not knowing what will happen next. The city doesn't collapse. It limps forward, messy, loud, uncertain. Later, Lyra walks away alone, untracked, unnamed. No chosen one, no savior, just a girl who chose not to decide the world for everyone else. And for the first time, that feels like enough.
Every story carries a lesson. If this one reached you, subscribe to watch more videos like this.